was the year 2004. Scott County and St. Xavier out of Louisville meeting up for the Class 4A state title back then. Tigers 49, Cards 9 your final. Tonight, the first meeting between the two programs since that finale now 13 years ago. To Brother Thomas More Page Stadium we go for the action in Louisville. Jim McKee and his Scott County squad on the road taking on St. X. Cards down 27-7. First play of the second half. St. X quarterback Jake Albers with the fumble recovered by Scott County's Sam Sutton. Cards have the ball. Trying to get a little something to brew. A few plays later, County's Austin Barnett punches it in. 27-14. St. X under 9 in the third. Next drive, Albers hits Cameron Garrett. Makes just a great catch for 6. Tigers take the lead, or improve on the lead, 34-14. Cards not going away tonight, though. Scott County's Bryce Fryman scores on the next drive to make it 34-21 Tigers. St. X with the answer. Once again, Cards having trouble stopping the Tigers moving the ball. Garrett takes this pass from Albers 41 yards to the house, 41-21 St. X. With the ball on the 2, Scott County's Austin Barnett punches it in. The extra point makes it 41-27. St. X just under 2 minutes now in the third. Under 9 in the fourth. After finally getting a stop, Barnett scores again from 2 yards out. Cards only trail this thing by a score now, 41-35. But after the kickoff, St. X puts any hope that the Cardinals come back to rest. X's Anthony Moretti, 80 yards for the score. 5 turnovers doomed the Cards. X just enough left in the tank to answer what it needed to. 48-35 Tigers, the final over County. St. X will play Trinity for the 6A title Sunday at 2 years. Cards head man Jim McKee.
You know, people don't want to really get after people and make them really go hard. But, you know, it's very tough to get your team to the level of the private schools. I mean, it's facts. I mean, Moeller, we've lost, we're 63-2 in Kentucky in the last 7 years in the regular season. Now, let that sink in. We're 63-2, and we're 0-10 against Cincinnati and Louisville private schools. It ain't coaching.
Strong words from Jim McKee. It ain't coaching. Corbin at Louisville Central. The two last met in the postseason back in 2014. The Jackets winning that one in the controversial fashion. If you ask the Hounds, Central coughing it up tonight. Corbin's Grant Gibson the scoop and score. Hello, Haddock's Hounds on the roads. The Jackets stuffed by the stout Hound defense. No score for Central. Chase Estep gets the Corbin offense rolling now. A lot of edge coming tonight from Corbin at Central. Cameron Sizemore to Estep this time, doing it through the air. Huge gain. Set up a second Corbin score early in this thing. Sizemore the roll. Estep the money man on the end of this one again. 14-21, 21-20. Hounds win it. Corbin heads to the 3A title game Friday at 7 in search of its first state crown since 1982. They will get Boyle County at Kroger Field. Up next, could Titletown sweep on the road? Undefeated Danville at Glasgow. Boyle County at E-Town after the break. Plus Madison Southern will host Harlan County, so stick with us. Thanks for staying with us tonight. Danville's last state title trophy in the case came back in 2003. A 42-7 beatdown of Beechwood. The Admirals have returned to the season finale a total of 3 times since then, including last year's loss to Christian Academy of Louisville. To Glasgow we go for the undefeated Ads. Taking on the Scotties, Danville's Don Levy Harris pushed his way through the pack. Zach Thornton hands off again. Harris bowling down guys. Guess he had a little extra turkey yesterday. Thornton this time goes deep and finds his man as he has so many times throughout the season. Demarie Van Cleef breaks away, sprints up the sideline, shows the speed. The game's first point 6-0. A lot more scoring after that. All Admirals 43-0. The final. Danville gets Mayfield in the 2A state championship game Saturday at 1 o'clock. Boyle County won 5 straight state titles from 1999 to 2003. Now County searching for its first state title appearance since 2010, visiting Elizabethtown tonight in the semifinal matchup. Tied up at 7, Boyle's Landon Bartleson from 1 yard out for the score to take the lead. Panthers on the prowl inside a minute, looking for the tie. Clayton Hellier came up with a big pick. It was huge, 14-7. Your final. Boyle County will meet up with Corbin, as mentioned earlier, Friday night at 7 in the 3A crown at Kroger Field.
I think they were just kind of overwhelmed with everything going on, but we were able to survive the first half, and then when we came out in the second half, we played much more like Boyle County football.
How about Madison Southern, never playing for a state title program history? The Eagles to change that with a win over Harlan County tonight. Black Bears also looking to compete for their first state crown. They get on the board first, 3-0 Harlan County. Eagles, though, at home, would respond. Landon Stacy on the keeper. Rolling out, near side, makes the cut, dives in for the goal line, and the score, give him 6. 7-3 after the PAT, and Berea was loving it. The Bears answer with 6 of their own. 10-7 Harlan County back on top. It was a tight game the whole way. Madison Southern again, though. Carter Smith this time in for 6. One of his 3 scores of the night, 151 yards in all for him. Southern headed to Lexington next Saturday night at 8 o'clock for the 5A Crown 27-20. The final down in Berea. Cub Calf will be up next for the Eagles. It's Beechwood and Raceland in the 1A title game Friday at 2 o'clock to get things going. Johnson Central gets Franklin Simpson in a rematch of the 2016 4A finale Saturday at 4:30.